It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is M.A.T.E and today we are continuing with the Daenerys Stormborn campaign, having just united the Iron Throne under her will. We are going to do something about the Dothraki because they are harassing my vassals over here in Astapor, Marine, etc. And I think it's time we put this great Carl in his place and declared war for a dragon conquest. We could liberate it, which would give me plus 5% faith of moral authority. We would also take all occupied territory, but... oh, I do become Carl of the Dothraki Sea. But with the Dragon Conquest we get 300 prestige, and quite frankly, I prefer that. All lands held in the name of Queen Danaery which are legally part of the Great Khal Drogo's realm are returned. So if we win, what happens to him? We become all the Co's new liege. Fine. Well, we are going to do that, but before I do, we just need to appoint a Septon, which we don't have. Fine. I also need to give away King's Landing to someone loyal, preferably. What about you? Have King's Landing, and then you can become head of the Gold Cloaks for me. Commander of the Gold Cloaks, that's good trading for you. That's probably not a good move, but there we go. Right. And there's nothing really too amazing for us to do. Do we have a feast before we do this war? I think so. We need to try and unite the realm a little bit. And once the feast is over and we've got those bonus diplomacy and skill buffs, I just saw a claim against me here to fabricate a claim. Please end that. There's also a claim to replace him. Please don't. So let's spend lavishly on food. You need a guardian, and I don't really mind who does it. While pondering over the guest list, I wondered if I should invite my friend Lord Rakara. Of course we should. Right, you don't like me. Well, fine. Offer patronage. Hopefully not too many other people won't turn up. It would be nice to have the bonus with as many people as possible. Looks to be just those two, which I'm quite happy with. Sir Guyard Morrigan wants to get married. And we're going to marry him to... yeah, Liera. I'll find you someone nice. There you go, buddy. What's going on here? A meeting of the small council. Lord Raymond has recommended that Sir Morton Windman be a Kingsguard member. He's not the best. But okay, I don't want to upset you. Well, it's only 10. But no, it's fine. I don't mind too much who's on the Kingsguard as long as we've got our dragons and everyone has come to the feast. As a high-ranking heir of House Will, I do not see it wise to give up my family name. But this was agreed. Ugh, right. Well, marry someone else then, buddy. Marry her. I rushed around trying to get everyone to work hard and making sure everything was ready for the feast, and he didn't turn up. What are you doing, buddy? It could be said I invited Lord Vrenmore with an ulterior motive, seeing as I claim Dragonstone as mine. Do I? I suppose I do. Perhaps I can find some way to convince him to give up the title. I don't think I want to do that. I don't need any more. We're more concentrated in dealing with the rest of the world now. A petitioner by the name of Sir Clayton Suggs has requested a small grant of coin and lands, for he claims to have served loyally in the war against Hellholt. Okay. I've got the money, so you can have some. I committed much gold to this extravagant feast. In particular, the guests were impressed with the large centrepiece. 30 prestige for that, that's good. Everyone seems to be enjoying the feast, and the guests have all had fun, so we get +2 diplomacy and +5 vassal opinion, which gives us another 10k troop, so I'm not happy about that. It's also achieved our ambition of improving diplomacy, which is good. We'll go for the Valyrian steel sword, but I don't think we'll get it in our lifetime. But for now... Oh, I literally said that and we have the quest. Wow, okay. Huh, that was a lucky roll. Man with an old map. Wait, do we already have a Valyrian steel sword? We don't. Oh my god, this is awesome. Okay, the war has to wait. So, Your Grace, here is an old man in the courtyard claiming he has to speak with you. He claims he has something you'd pay a great sum of money for. The old man seems to be a lunatic. But, well, he claimed he had a map. Let's hear what he has to say. The beginning of a story. Before you stands an old haggard man in his 50s, maybe 60s. He doesn't look Westerosi, and nor does he look like a beggar. Intrigued, you asked him about the map. The old man gave a smile the warrior would be afraid of. Your Grace, it has come to my attention that you are looking for a way to acquire a Valyrian steel weapon. As it happens, I have a map in my possession that may help you with your ambition. But before we continue, may I ask for an alcoholic refreshment? Yes, have whatever you want. You had my curiosity, but now you have my full attention. Cue Leonardo DiCaprio from Django Unchained. The old man tells you he's certain about the location of the Valyrian steel you seek. He points to it on the map and appears convinced. No doubt the journey there will be long, arduous, and very dangerous. I'm ready. We'll buy the map. And we will employ a great warrior in Fashbinder. A faithful warrior who will become my best friend, I have no doubt. A ship will be required. We can use the dragon. The flagship. 150 gold for that. Blimey. Expensive. The ship is fully docked. Here's Fashbinder. We want to make sure that he likes us, so let's give him a gift of gold because we're about to be going on a... that's going to cost me 80 gold, but I'm going to... maybe not do it. No. Not do it yet. Right, we are going on a quest. In the meantime, Aerys, use this time wisely, buddy. We're getting a Valyrian steel sword for you, remember? So use this time wisely. Improve your diplomacy as well. I mean, come on. I forgot you're married to a Lannister. We're going to have to change that and marry a Targaryen. But anyway. How many weeks sailing the seas? You're growing bored. Perhaps something can be done with Fashbinder to pass the time. We could have a duel or read a book. Let's have a duel because he's a fighter. What's my combat skill? Oh, -5? Old age. Okay. That's not good. One mistake and he'll get it. Yeah, that's not going to happen though, is it? I slip and leave an opening and he strikes. I defend myself and let's yield. So Fashbinder is victorious. Me and Fashbinder had a fierce training duel on the deck of the ship with many of the crew stopping to spectate. So we've gained 1 learning. His opinion of us has gone down though, which isn't good. Because it would be nice to have him on side. However, if it can't be done, it can't be done. There's a few wars going on. To all the good lords of the Iron Throne, you're upset with Theon. Okay. That's understandable. Prince Aerys is using his powers in region as... Oh, Aerys, don't be silly. He's getting rid of people from my council, which is not very helpful to me. The stopover. After many weeks sailing, we finally crossed the summer sea and have arrived in port at Volantis. to take on supplies. This is when you tell the men you intend to sail into the smoking sea in search of old Valyria, as the old man's map instructs to do. Many balk at this and desert, but others, including the trusty Fashbinder, remain loyal. More worthy men willing to take the risk can be hired. Right, let's take this outside. My combat skill's awful though. Outside the tavern, you and Fashbinder have a fierce fist fight with the drunken sailors. You're outnumbered, but you and Fashbinder manage to break a few teeth and will spill some blood. So there's 61% chance I gain 50 prestige. 33% chance I get wounded and 7% chance of Drogon. Oh, 50% chance of him dying? Well, it's a roll. Drogon's wounds have healed. The ship has set sailed again, so I guess we did okay. Bound for the smoking sea. The sea was created from the shattered remains of Valyria. The men are apprehensive. Some say it boils in places and is haunted by demons. I really hope she doesn't die in this. This was a risk. So, for many leagues we sailed through the smoking sea with visibility gradually declining as a humid mist envelops the ship. Before the course can be changed, it becomes clear we've become far too close to an active volcano. So 70% chance we navigate it successfully, 25% chance calamity, and 5% chance of death. Proving our bravery and the crew's able seamanship, we've safely navigated ourselves away, and the ship suffered some mild damage, but well done everyone. Phew. Good, well done. Let's get some good friendship going with him. I definitely want some good friendship with him. The ship has navigated the smoking sea intact with not too many losses, and finally makes land on the broken Valyrian mainland. The land starts with sheer cliffs many hundreds of feet high, with seemingly no visible ways to reach the plateau above. These cliffs were no doubt formed when the peninsula was caught asunder. We can just fly up, we have a dragon. Okay, that's a nice little trait. The cliffs have been safely scaled. There were some moments where you almost slipped, but your grip held firm. Now you've reached the mainland of the Freehold, it's time to trek across the charred and ruined landscape of old Valyria itself. Whew. This is a bit tense. To all the good lords of the Iron Throne, Lord Joffrey is a tyrant. Well, aha, here we go. Old Valyria. After many days of travelling on the Arrow, straight Valyrian, I presume that's narrow, straight Valyrian roads, we finally arrived in Old Valyria. You walk on in an awed silence as you survey the ruins of this long dead city of wonderment. The fabled topless towers lay ruined and scorched, and great rents can be seen in the earth. Rents that have swallowed majestic palaces and sprawling temples. Truly, this proud city must have been a sight to behold at its peak before the Doom. To this day, no one knows what caused the Doom. Most say it was a natural cataclysm, a catastrophic explosion caused by the eruption of all 14 flames. A handful of Meisters hold that Valyria had used spells to tame the 14 flames for thousands of years, and that their hunger for slaves and wealth was as much to sustain these spells as to expand their power, and that when at last those spells faltered, the cataclysm became inevitable. Right. How are we doing in King's Landing? Could build a castle town, but I think we'll wait until our thing is dead. Not dead, done. After exploring the ruins of the city, we have relocated the palace marked on the old man's map. This palace is one of the grandest in the city, cascading many feet into the air and adorned with Valyrian sphinxes made of fused black stone. Remarkably, it seems almost intact, and you and Fashbinder enter the palace to seek out its treasure. Here we shall find our grand prize. The map leads you into a chamber at the heart of the palace. A door of fused black stone wings shut and traps you in. 4 arches stand before you, under which all of them is flame of different colours. Clearly this is the start of some sort of labyrinth designed to keep out unwanted intruders. Oh god, I don't know. This is a new scenario that I have not come across. So it's a black building. Black stone swings shut and traps you in. I guess we go for green fire, because that's dragon fire, isn't it? Let's go green. You enter what seems to be a crypt. In the middle of this circular room is a grand tomb adorned with the likeness of a long-dead Valyrian dragon lord, surrounded by dragons of black stone. Arrayed around the central tomb are 4 other tombs with statues above them, each with staircases. There's a beautiful woman, a young warrior, a little girl, and an old man. I feel like Daenerys would go for the little girl, so I'm going to do that. As you enter the next passageway, a trapdoor opens beneath you. You fall into the dark pit, doing your best to avoid the barbs. Please don't get maimed. Phew. You land with an awkward bump back in the chamber. So let's go back to the green. Let's go for the old man then. No. Thick gas this time. Right, back to the green. Beautiful. Alright, young warrior. Oh god, no. So it's got to be beautiful woman. Aha. After walking through many winding corridors, you enter a chamber lit by dim torches. The ceiling is a large dome adorned with a map of the freehold at its height. Next to 4 marked colonies of Valyria on this map is a door of black Valyrian stone. Dragonstone, 100%. We're a dragon. We're from there. Oh man, wrong choice. Does this send me to the beginning? It does. Ooh, that's painful. Let's go with Volantis then. Oh man, I get so nervous. Oh, what happened? Okay, no, that wasn't us. Beautiful woman. So we've done Volantis, we've done Dragonstone. What about you? Aha! You reach what be an inner courtyard at the palace. Here is where must have been once a beautiful garden, for there are charred remnants of many trees. There are no obvious exits, although at each corner are dragon skulls. Each has a depiction of a dragon above it, and each must have been bigger than even Valyrian the Black Dread. All the skulls have their jaws wide open. Let's go for the black dragon then. Luxury clothes are trendy at the moment. What about keeping our courtiers busy? So do I gain fashionable here? Sure. You enter what seems like a harmless chamber, but quickly a red shroud of gas envelops us. Oh no. 70% chance of a trapdoor, 20% chance of injury. Oh, right, green. Beautiful woman. It's Mantaris. It's not black. Let's go with golden then. It's not that. So it's green. Beautiful woman. Mantaris. Silver dragon. Aha! After blindly groping through the darkness, you eventually reach what must be a throne room. The throne is charred and twisted metal, the drapes and windows long rotted and smashed. Behind the throne are 4 doors, each with the murals of people defeated and enslaved by the freehold. What about the first... Oh wait, Fist of Men. Who's the first men? Is it the Andals or the Rhoynar? I think it's the Andals. Apparently not. Okay. This is quite the puzzle. It's kind of a luck of the draw. Silver Dragon. You've improved relations with him, which is grand. So it's not the Andal. So let's try the Rhoynar then. Aha! Through more twisting passageways you go until you reach the last room. Here is one black stone wall. Before there is a large bottle of mysterious blue liquid. Clearly it must be drunk. You and Fashbinder drink, and the wall vanishes and 4 doors open. You must suffer terrible visions of dragons, wyverns and wolves attacking, however, and desperately flee to a door to escape. Let's go the second path. Shouldn't have gone that path. Green, beautiful. Mantaris, Silver Dragon, Rhoynar. Fourth door. Oh god. Green, beautiful woman. Mantaris, Silver Dragon, Rhoynar. Whoa! Got nervous then. New pop-up. We need someone to defend Prince Aerys. Someone who's good. Yes, Alan Uffering, if you would please do it. Thanks very much, buddy. Through more twisting passageways. So what door did I do? I did the second and the fourth. So let's try the third. Aha! After crashing through the door in a frenzied panic, you and Fashbinder fortunately come to rest in large hallway. It would seem we have found the end of the labyrinth and the doors to a large vault stand before me. Before you can enter, however, Fashbinder stops you and says, "Your Grace, I must have a word. Go ahead." While on the boat together, I remember our duel, and it wasn't good. We lost. He doesn't like us because of that. Fashbinder kneels before you and swears his eternal loyalty to me and House Targaryen. You then bid him rise so you can enter the vault together. Hooray! Good man, buddy. You and Fashbinder proceed into the vault, moving aside the heavy door. Inside you see a wondrous sight. Vast piles of gold, silver and other treasures lie before you, and mounted above all is a magnificent set of Valyrian steel armour. It's scale armour made smoky black, edged in red gold and covered in Valyrian runes and glyphs. Such armour would be worth a king's fortune. It's now time to head home with this new Targaryen heirloom. Awesome, so we get Valyrian steel armour, which is nothing to be shunned at all. The quest ends, and we get 250 gold. And Fashbinder, I will raise you up to nobility, buddy, don't you worry. Do we have any armour already? Here it is, the Valyrian steel armour. Quality 5. Personal combat plus 20. Vassal opinion plus 5. Well, that's really, really good. That is her quest done. Congratulations, Daenerys. Meanwhile, Fashbinder, for your faithful service, we are going to raise you to nobility. Well done, buddy. And we're also going to make you... Have I got any land I can give you? Not really. But you do want to get married, and you are a great marshal, so why don't you marry Jessamine? You notice Chaco is acting very selfishly. I don't really care what he does. That ends our quest for a Valyrian steel item. So Daenerys now has a Valyrian steel item. I think the next thing for her to do is probably to amass wealth. But with that sort of long-winded quest, but hopefully enjoyable, and a fantastic addition to the treasury, which no doubt Aerys will be very pleased with when it comes to his turn to inherit. In the meantime, if you are enjoying the series, please do leave a like, as it's greatly appreciated. Any hints and tips you may have, please do leave them in the comments, and subscribe for all the other content we have coming out. And I'll see you all in the next episode.